Hey everyone, and welcome back. We are in our very simple prototype, just learning the basics right now. What we're going to do is we're going to get into the animation details. So this is this really fun screen right here. Now, you can adjust the animation in Figma easily. The animation settings basically, they're going to determine how the prototype is going to move from the one frame to the next. Now, they can be used to create some pretty smooth transitions between pages, and they can define the behavior for actions like you can expand things like menus or, drag between items in a list. You can open up like imagery in a gallery of some sort. Let's jump right into the actual settings though. You can actually adjust them in a few different ways. So if I jump in right here, right now, what I usually use for prototypes when it's like a wireframe and I want to be quick and scrappy, I'm going to use instant. And what that means is, let's view that. So when I click this, it's literally, there's no animation happening. It's instantaneous. So, that's fine for the most part, but ultimately, it's not really nice. Now, you can basically adjust a few settings here related to the transition. So if I say click something like, smart animate, I could do a couple things, or I can do things like move in. These are like these preset animation options. Move in, move out. There's a little preview there for you. You can specify the direction that it happens. So now that I have it like, move out, that's what happens when I click the square. It moves right out of the screen. And you can specify like the direction, you can specify like the easing. Do I want it to, be eased in, ease out? There's like some settings here to show you what that looks like. Do I want it to be bouncy? That one's pretty cool. So, there's a couple different things you can do. The other thing is you can also specify things like the duration, which is in this little right corner over here. That's basically how long it takes to complete the transition. So 1000 milliseconds is going to basically be 1 second for that whole interaction to play out, or that whole animation to play out. Now you can define different things. So what I usually like to do is I'll use something like smart animate, which is, generally, I think a lot of people like to use smart animate. We can get into these details later, but smart animate is essentially pretty complex in how things work. The layer needs to be named the same for it to actually animate. So you'll see what this looks like. So, we have this kind of little jumpiness, and it's dissolving into the other layer. And that's basically it. You can have buttons look really nice. You can just have it, be really simple. Let's see here. We have ease out 300, smart animate. Let's see what difference that makes. So, it kind of shrinks and grows. There's a bunch of different properties that smart animate touches. And that's essentially how to use the animation tab within Figma.